Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with your 2025 annual forecast. This is going to be for the sign of Aries. Let's get into it. All right, Spirit, what's coming towards Aries for the year of 2025, please? What is coming towards Aries for the year of 2025? Angels, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, and the Holy Spirit. What is coming towards the Aries for the year of 2025? 4 quarters, please. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Very interesting, this card for these 2 cards, I guess. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. What is coming towards Aries for the year of 2025? Okay. So, Aries, this is a new deck. It's thick. It's got a lot of cards in it. What I decided to do, if it keeps throwing me out, like it's throwing me out like a chunk, and then one's at the top, right? So if it keeps throwing me out a chunk of cards, then I'm just taking the one off at the top. It's a new year. We're going to have to do some things differently this time to get it done. And I feel like that's your message based off of what's come out. But let me go ahead and read it for you, right? All right, Spirit, for Aries, what's coming towards them for the year of 2025? What is coming towards Aries? Thank you. Okay, so we're going to take that one. Coming towards Aries for the year of 2025. What is coming towards Aries for the year of 2025? Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. What's coming towards Aries for the year of 2025? Okay. Oh, Aries. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. It's not all bad. There's definitely growth. Okay. It's coming towards Aries for the year of 2025. Okay. And we got 1 for that. Okay. All right. Aries. So, it's crazy as I want to switch those around, but it just seems like it's a continuation. So, first card out was Pluto, transform. So there's a big change that's happening in your life for the year of 2025 this season. I feel like those changes began on last year, but like first quarter, January, February, March, okay, this is where you're going to feel the change. Okay, so because what I'm hearing right now is like everyone appreciates the diamond, but nobody appreciates the pressure that the diamond had to go through to be made. All right. So the change happens in the first quarter. The pressure was already happening before this year began. But you transform, you change. Like when I say you change, I say your mentality is changing, your understanding of your spirituality is changing, there's a inward growth that happens. Yes, this is going to impact or affect or influence your material realm, but ultimately the change is inward that is happening for you. 5 of Cups. It comes with the change comes with this is the message for the collective is don't look back. Like I heard it 3 times in one day in like a less than a matter of hours, and then it keeps showing up for me. So it's a message for the collective. Don't look back. Don't look back. The 5 of Cups is literally saying don't look back, because the 5 of Cups is depicted as a being who is paying attention to what they've lost, but not turning around to look forward to what the future has in store for them. Okay. They still have 2 cups remaining. So here you are in this first quarter changing. Okay. Things are not the same. Okay. The relationship you're in is not what it was before. Okay. The job you're working, the businesses that you have. What did I just say? And I'm trying to flip these decks, and I got this thick deck and it just keeps on throwing me out a bunch. Well, I'm gonna have to do something different in order to get a different result this time. That's the energy of the first quarter. You're gonna have to do something different in order to get different results, because everything has died away in the sense of what it was before. So you can't keep doing the same things trying to get, what is that? That's the definition of insanity, to continue to repeat the same thing trying to get a different result. You have to change something. Okay, so that's the work that has to be done. But it's also like, it's not even work, because you have to flow with it. If you keep trying to, I'm trying to think of a perfect example to line this up, but you know, I can't really come up with a really good one. Spirit's not giving me a good one, but I'm just saying, like, if you are washing your car, you've been washing your car the same way every Saturday for years. But for some reason, over the last year or two, you cannot seem to get that one spot out. Well, if you change the way you wash it, maybe if you wash it on Sundays and wash it counterclockwise, maybe you're gonna be able to get that spot out. I told you I couldn't find a really good example, but I'm just, helping. I'm trying to help you resonate with what Spirit is saying for your first quarter, is that you can't do it the same old way anymore. Now you got to make some changes if you want to see that growth, if you want to see the real shift in life. Okay, but the thing is that you're going to see that shift, and you've got to roll with the changes. All right. Because what comes up in the second quarter? Yin energy, intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. Okay, Aries, it's clarified by the Tower. All right. So here is a huge, I feel like awakening is coming in the second quarter. So that's the reason why in the first quarter, Spirit is encouraging you to make the changes, to turn around and look forward instead of looking backwards, because there's nothing back there for you. Don't be Lot's wife. There's nothing back at Babylon for you. Now you got to move forward and look towards Bethlehem. Now you got to look forward and look towards, the promised land, because everything is passed away. Everything is done there. In every season before now, there's nothing for you to go back there to. Okay. You take the lessons with you, you pack those in your bag, you throw them over your shoulder, and you head forward, because in the second quarter of 2025 for you, Aries, your world is shifted tremendously. And it's creating an awakening type of energy, epiphany type of energy. I do feel like you are significantly tapped in to your creator, to your divine, to your source in the second quarter. Okay. The third quarter. The third quarter is asking you to do some protective work. Okay. Opposition, imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. I mean, I'm not trying to be your bearer of bad news here, Aries, but this year seems to be challenging for you. But I'm also getting like this guidance message that is only challenging if you fight against it. Okay? That's what this is telling me, because with the opposition, clarified by the Seven of Wands. Defensive type of energy, standing your ground type of energy. I feel like also this is connected to your second quarter, so that it's like a story being told here. In the first quarter, change happens, something just shifts, something first and second quarter, something just shifts, something just is not the same anymore. You're not the same anymore. You have grown, you have leveled up, you have a different mentality. You don't see life the same anymore. And with that comes opposition. Okay. With growth, with elevation, what do they say? It's lonely at the top. Okay. Comes that push pull type of energy. I feel like you're going to need to be able to be confident and stand in your truth by the third quarter. Okay. A lot of this message here is about your spiritual growth. So whatever's happening in the material realm will be impacted or influenced by your spiritual growth. Okay. By the fourth quarter, we've got the fifth house. Passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. You know what happens by the fourth quarter, quite frankly, from what I'm seeing here, is that it's so serious all year long. You're so serious. Okay. I don't know if this is, as I said, don't look back. It feels like it feels like whatever has happened in your previous seasons encouraged you or pushed you. You're trying to use those as those stumbling blocks as stepping stones. It shaped you, it formed you. And for some of you, Aries, it hardened you. Okay. So what I see come by the fourth quarter is that everything was about no games being played to let the games begin. Because the passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity from the fifth house is clarified by the Son of Wands, or like the Knight of Wands would be, ready to have a good time. Okay. So it's almost like, even though I don't have that celebratory type of energy here, it's almost that, you're so serious, you're so focused, you're not playing games, you're not letting anything infiltrate your growth, your stability, your foundation, that by the time the end of the year comes in that fourth quarter, you're just ready to have a good time. Plain and simple. Okay. All right. Additional guidance for the sign of Aries. What's coming towards them for the year 2025, please? Thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's what's coming. I can't make this stuff up, man. This is one of the reasons why I absolutely love the annual forecast, because this is what happens almost every time. I mean, it happens throughout the year too, but most certainly during the annual forecast. So this is what you're doing. This is what's happening for you. Spiritual awakening. I will cultivate mindfulness every day so my vibration rises to a spiritual awakening. So that's what it is. Like all year long, all 2025 Aries, you are chasing after connection to the divine realm. That's what it is. Whatever happened last year, it may have just felt like it impacted or influenced your material realm so much that you was like, I'm going behind the veil. I don't got time for this. I need to connect deeply, spiritually, energetically to my true life purpose. And the way to do that is to shut down and shut out all the other distraction and noises so I can get there. And so what happens from that is awakenings, epiphanies. By the end of the year, you'll be able to celebrate and have a good time. And I feel like there's a little bit of a balance that comes in with that, being able to, because this is what happens when we try to kill our ego. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're killing your ego in this season, your physical realm ego. And then what ends up happening is we step into this place of spirituality. We become aware of who we are. Many of us are, have a certain level of hierarchy. And then we get into our spirit ego. So what I feel here, Aries, is something that you're going to be able to teach some of us, some of others who have also gone through this process or are going through this process, of how, by the end of it anyway, of how to balance that higher awareness, that higher level of consciousness with your material or physical existence, so that you are not just transforming from one ego to the next, okay, but transforming from ego to humility, if that makes any sense. It's growth. It's a year of growth for you. And that is your message. Love and light.